Hello everyone. Welcome to Family Literacy Day at the Midland Public Library. Thanks for joining us. My name is Kathy Green and I'm the Program Assistant here at Midland Public Library. In this video, Miss Bonnie, a dear friend of the library, will be reading One Noisy Night by Christina Butler.
This one's called One Noisy Night by Christina Butler. It's starring our little friend Hedgehog. Little Hedgehog and his friends were having breakfast. They've got strawberry jam and toast, and the mice, one's holding the bread while the other's putting the jam on it. They've got tea, all sorts of things, porridge. Do you hear cracking and crashing? Did you hear that cracking and crashing last night? Asked Rabbit. I certainly did, said Badger. I didn't hear a thing, said Little Hedgehog. Was it the snow melting? It was louder than that, said Fox. I'm going to find out what's going on. Wonder what the noise was. That night the noises were louder than ever. Creak, groan, crash. Fox jumped up and crept outside. As he tiptoed through the moonlit trees, he saw a red hat bobbing up and down near the river, right over here. Is that you, Little Hedgehog? He cried, but the hat disappeared and Fox went home, even more curious than ever. Because he didn't know what was making the noise, and he didn't know who had that red hat on. The next morning, Fox went to see Little Hedgehog. What were you doing in the woods last night? Fox asked. I wasn't in the woods. I was at home, said the Hedgehog. Oh, said Fox. I was sure it was you. I must have been seeing things. Looks like the same red hat. It's a mystery. That night, Fox heard strange sounds again. He tiptoed into the woods and he bumped into Badger on the riverbank. Do you know what's making those noises? He asked. No, whispered Badger, but look, is that Little Hedgehog? It is, cried Fox. Quick, follow me. But look, there's somebody here with a red hat. And here there's a red hat over here. Well, Hedgehog couldn't be two places at once. But as Fox ran one way and Badger turned the other way, they bumped into each other with a crash. You went the wrong way, cried Fox. I didn't, snapped Badger. Little Hedgehog was over there. I know his red hat anywhere. He's gone now, said the Fox. We're going to have to ask him tomorrow. The next morning, the friends rushed over to Little Hedgehog's house. Hello, he beamed. I was just putting out these sandbags in case the river floods. We saw you down there last night, said Badger. What were you doing? But I haven't been near the river, insisted Little Hedgehog. I'm sure it was him, mumbled Fox as they went home. What is he not telling us? Maybe he's planning a surprise, said Badger. But it's very strange. This is a mystery. That night, Little Hedgehog couldn't stop thinking about the strange noises in the woods. I wonder what they are, he said. But they have nothing to do with me. I'm going to have to stay awake and find out for myself. But it was so warm by the fire, he fell asleep. Look at his eyes are shut. Suddenly, a huge crash shook his house. Oh my, said Hedgehog, and he ran outside. Badger, Fox, and Rabbit were there. Look over there, cried Hedgehog. It's the Little Hedgehog. No, it isn't, said a small voice. I'm right behind you. I wonder what it is, or who it is. Everyone spun around. If you're here, said Rabbit, who's that over there? And there, said Fox, pointing to another red hat over here. Never mind that. Look at the river, said Little Hedgehog, and the water was swirling higher and higher. The river's coming up. Swoosh, the riverbank gave way and the water roared towards them. Get back, said Little Hedgehog. But Rabbit wasn't quick enough and he was swept off his feet. Oh dear. Quick, squeaked Little Hedgehog, hold on to me. And Rabbit clung tightly to him, so he reached down and he grabbed him. And Badger pulled them away from the water. You saved the rabbit, Badger cheered. What a good thing he did. But now the water was sweeping over the riverbank and deep into the woods. "Help, our homes will be washed away," yelled Fox. "Look," said Rabbit. 2 beavers with red woolly hats were pushing a huge tree towards them. "They're trying to fix the bank and stop the flood," said the hedgehog. "Quick, grab that tree." Well, that's who had the hats on. Together they guided the tree to the riverbank. "Stand back," said Little Hedgehog. The tree settled onto the bank. The water swirled back down the river. "It worked," the fox cried, as he put the tree up like a dam to stop the water. "You saved our homes from the flood," cheered the badger. "Great job, beavers. I think we all need a cup of hot chocolate to celebrate." Those beavers were so brave. "So the red hats we saw were the beavers' hats. Not yours, Little Hedgehog," grinned the badger. "We were chopping down trees to make a dam in the river," they explained. "And that's what the noise was," laughed Fox, "because when they chopped the tree off, when it fell down, it made a big bang in the forest." "Thank you for rescuing me," said Rabbit, smiling at the hedgehog. "Hooray for the little hedgehog and the beavers," cried Badger, and all the friends cheered for the heroes in the red hats. And there they're all having hot chocolate, and it looks like chocolate chip cookies. That would be nice to have that. And even the little mice are having a lunch with them. And that's the end.